I'm Scott Trout, CEO of the domestic litigation firm Cordell & Cordell. We help men deal with the life changes triggered by divorce, such as child custody and property division, among many others. But life changes also occur after divorce. These changes can make parts of your existing court order irrelevant or harder to follow. If you feel a modification to your court orders might be necessary, talk to us at Cordell & Cordell. We're a partner men can count on.
Contact CordellCordell.com, 1065 East Hillsdale Boulevard, Suite 310, Foster City, California, 94404.
Maya keeps saying, Mommy and Maya are girls. Daddy and Lukey are boys. Daddy has a penis.
Yeah. Sweet.
So we could always discuss.
Right,
kindergarten cop?
Yeah, I might find that kindergarten cop stuff, too.
All
right, here we go. Let's do this.
Girls have vagina.
Brian Moote is a stand-up comedian. Brad Nolan is a stand-up dad. The Brian Moote Show with Brad Nolan.
What's going on, everybody? The Brian Moote Show with Brad Nolan. Brad Nolan is a stand-up dad, but today he is out of commission. He is got appointment number 2 for he got his eyeballs lasered. So today it's myself, Patrick Moote. I say what's up? And we got Shreen Thor.
Yeah.
Hi, friends.
As usual on Wednesdays. I feel like I don't have to introduce you on that.
Yeah.
The only other woman that's ever on the show is Shreen Thor.
Brad got frickin' laser beams in his eyes.
You're so stupid. Have you ever seen? He did get lasered. He got his eyes lasered, and I keep resisting the urge to tell him that his eyes look like crap right now.
Do they?
They look bloody.
Really?
Around where they saw into those things.
Oof, I haven't seen him.
It seems a bit gross. You know, like when on Walking Dead. When,
oh God, this is about.
When you know they're about to turn,
right? And
you're like, oh no, get away from that one!
Crazy blood vessel eyeballs, like blowing. You know, their eyeballs just look weird.
Oh
Brad's
God.
got vessel eyeball problems.
Hey, at least he's going to be able to see.
Have you seen what they do in those surgeries?
No. Do they like flip the thing?
Yeah, they saw into the
shut up. I'm
the
Googling
eyeball
it right now.
part, and then they like the layer right above the cornea or the iris or some other eyeball turn I learned in like high school science.
You're smart.
They flap it back and then they scrub it out.
Oh,
no,
yeah.
I'm reading it
right now.
No, I'm reading about it.
Hey, will you read it out loud?
Yeah,
read it out loud.
I will. LASIK is a surgical procedure that uses laser to correct nearsightedness, farsightedness, and or astigmatism. In LASIK, yeah, in LASIK, a thin flap of the cornea is created using
a thin what?
Thin flap of the cornea is created using either a that's a big one.
Brian cracks me up with the buttons.
Keratome, blade, or phasumic laser. Man, these words are getting big. The surgeon folds back the flap, removes some of the corneal tissue underneath the eye using an exmere laser.
Oh my goodness.
Fake news. Yeah.
This all sounds very traumatizing, I'm not going to lie.
It's severely traumatizing. It just, if you see the video, they laser into your eyeball, and then you have to walk around the next day like everything's fine. They say don't look at direct light and stuff. So today he's got his checkup to see if the eyeball surgery worked.
Okay.
Oh, that's great. Bad news, Mr. Nolan. You're blind. You're super blind.
Just kidding.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
Nope, no chance.
Very good button pushing, Brian.
So into these buttons. All right, let's talk. I want to talk about the worst first days of work, because I, hands down, if I had to guess and submit one for, of all time, the worst day of work, Patrick Moote over here has to have the worst all-time day of work. Patrick, why don't you expand on the new career that I don't want to say career, but the new job part-time that you're embarking on.
Please don't call it a career. It's not a career move. I started driving Uber today.
Hey.
Wait, today, but when did you think you were starting driving Uber?
I mean, I thought I was starting, what do you mean?
Oh, you thought you were driving this morning.
I thought I was driving this morning.
But you were not driving this
morning. No, I wasn't driving this morning.
Oh.
Here's the thing, is that Uber is great because you get to be your own boss. The thing is, you have to have skills of like management to be your own boss, which I do not.
Pat is so bad at being his own boss.
That's hilarious.
I gave myself
he fired himself today.
I did. I gave myself a time to show up. I knew how much time I needed to work. The problem was I didn't look into anything else, so I got up at 4:30 this morning to drive Uber, and I was like, it's going to be surging! It's going to be surging so hard! And I'm going to just drive around, I'm going to pick up all these surgers, and we're going to drive around, and I'm going to drop them off, and I'm going to be throwing money around all day long. Problem is, from 4:30 until 8:30 in the morning, I drove around Los Angeles and didn't get one single rider. I didn't get one. Not one rider.
You're cool.
Yeah.
You, I'm out.
Yeah, that's what I say to you, Uber. Lyft was the cool one.
So Pat calls me. So he's up all the morning this morning. And I told him
so early.
For the radio show, I said, hey, man, call in. You got your first passenger. We'll do something fun. We're going to try to make a segment called a Pat Cab where people can win concert tickets or something silly.
I love this.
It'll be fun, right? So he's telling me that he's up all morning and he can't get a ride. Like, no one will.
It's like surging all around me.
Right. And he's
like I'm in the middle of a surge.
He's in the area and no one will get in his car. And I'm like, you have to be doing something wrong. There has to be something wrong. So, Pat, where were you this morning, though? This is the funny part.
Freaking Pat.
Where were you this morning from the hours of 4:30 to 6:30 or 7:30, whatever time? Where were you? What were you doing?
I got a hot tip through the Uber driver breakdown, like a little grapevine.
Okay.
That going to USC was a good place to get rides. Because what I'm trying to do now is get a lot of rides because then you get bonuses.
Okay.
So I was trying to pick up a bunch of like short rides, all these kids going to class and stuff like that. They're in college.
Or
they're rich.
walk of shames.
Yeah,
just drive
sure.
people around.
Right.
Sure.
So this is supposed to be an area where everyone's doing, you can pop a bunch of short rides. You don't get that one airport ride and then you're stuck down in the South Bay area and then maybe someone's like, hey, I need to go to Rancho Cucamonga. You can Rancho suck it. I'm not going out there.
So I decided, because I had all this time because I wasn't driving anyone anywhere, that I'd figure out where the fraternities and sororities were. So I looked them up on Google and I found them, and then I parked in front of them and I fell asleep for like 2.5 hours.
Pathetic loser.
I know. Thank you, Lloyd Christmas. It's true. I'm a loser.
So Pat is literally like driving around campus and then sleeping in his car in front of sorority houses waiting for people to come out to get in an Uber that I was like, Pat, you did something wrong.
Yeah.
Your Uber is not, your car is not functioning because there's no way that you're not getting rides. He told me, he goes, I just don't think anyone needs a ride right now. That's impossible.
It was surging all around me. I saw a girl standing there on the corner with her bags and stuff, and I was like, I'm an Uber. Like, I can get you. And then another one swooped up and grabbed her, and I was like, this is not working. This can't be working.
Wait, so
I waited until 9 o'clock when the Uber like station opens, and I went in there and I was like, yo, like,
what the hell?
I've been driving around like all day, all morning since 4 a.m. And she looks at it and she's like, oh, you have a Mazda 6, right? And I was like, yeah, that's right. It's a pretty sweet ride. 2007.
He's trying to hit on her.
It's 12 years old. She was like, oh, we have it listed as a 3-door and we don't accept 3-door cars. What? It's not even a real car.
I mean, get out of here.
It's not even a real car.
There's no such thing as a 3-door car.
There was one. That's Saturn. Saturn made a 3-door car.
Like,
and
so
then
it's,
it was
so it's
immediately
got,
killed.
That's weird, yeah.
They burned them all.
Oh, I know. So the passenger side, it's got like an old
Second
like
door.
a truck type door that opens up so they
Yeah.
both swing open.
But you can't Uber in that. So then I got it fixed. Or she was like, okay, now it's fixed. And I was like, she's like, all right, now you can just go pick up whoever you want. And I was like, you know what I'm going to go pick up? I'm going to go pick up a breakfast burrito and go home. This is stupid. I've been driving her parked in front. If a cop stopped while I was sleeping in front of the sorority and started giving me a hard time, I would be like, good for you, officer. You're doing your job. I should be. This is a huge red flag.
All right, so we're going to start a contest, and I want to know this.
Yeah.
Shreen, we're going to take bets right now.
Okay.
How long is it? What's the over-under before Pat hooks up or goes on a date with a girl that he's taking in an Uber? Because we were going to set bets right now. We're going to lay him down.
I mean, I think if it had worked this morning, this would be a non-issue.
I mean, and hey, let me set the scene
total.
here. Patrick has hooked up with a girl that he was in the back of an Uber pool with.
Oh, Uber pool
very
has been
nice.
very good to me.
My God, how do you so fast?
He's got
Yeah,
some
that's-
game, man.
Wait,
Yeah,
was
that's
she
right.
drunk? Were you drunk? Was it totally sober? This is fascinating.
We have to assume that I was drunk. I'm not sure what her situation was. I was hammered. I wasn't paying attention.
So Pat has hooked up with a girl he was in a car with in an Uber pool.
So just
Shreen,
one ride.
How long do you think it takes before he hooks up with a girl that he's driving in the back of his car?
Over under. So we'll give you like, how about 3 months? Over or under 3 months?
Under.
Under for sure.
Okay.
We're
over,
both on the under.
Over under 2 months.
Under.
I'm under on 2 months as well.
Over under 1 month.
I think like right around a month. That's what I think. So
All right, so over or under?
What do you want?
under.
Under.
You know what? I'll take over just to make this
All
interesting.
right, there you
Okay,
go. You got
let's do
the
it.
over and the under. I'm so banging tomorrow.
You know, that's not
I'm
even
gonna
fair.
win.
That's not even fair. You just want me to lose.
The Brian Moote Show with Brad Nolan.
Check that out, Brad. Hit the in post.
Bam!
Brian Moote cares about people, sports, and family. Brad Nolan doesn't like to be bothered too much. The Brian Moote Show with Brad Nolan.
Let's get a turn up here.
Hey.
Segment 2.
I work out.
Oh, I got it. No, I got it.
I work out. Oh, wow, look at that.
You don't think I have these things on those soundboards? So random. I just keep filling this thing with just random sound effects because it makes me laugh.
He really does get excited about it.
Oh, he does.
Oh, I love it. I'm gonna add. Oh, here's the one I just added yesterday.
You're my boy, Blue. It's like
It's a good one.
watching him getting ready to push a button is like seeing someone who's getting ready to scare you because you're just like, what is that? Like, why are you smirking? What are you smirking about?
I
Like,
add
stop.
stuff to the button board, not even knowing when I'll ever need to use it, and then when I get to use it, I get so excited. But now I'm getting biased to my own jokes, so I'll do things like I did this the other day where I was like, "Yeah, it sounds like Liam Neeson's coming after you."
What I do have are a very particular set of skills.
You know, it's like I'm just setting myself up now.
Hey, Pat, weren't you looking for a lamp the other day?
I'm in a glass case of emotion.
So awful. We were just talking about technology quirks that we're all developing. I feel like at some point in time, do you remember the moment, can you pinpoint it at the time in which you realized you were too old to just figure out technology on your own? Because I remember when websites first started, like in the late 90s, I just taught myself HTML. No one showed me, just figured it out. I mean, granted, it was like that crappy old basic stuff or like, you know, dial-up internet style websites, but I just figured that out on my own. I never asked anybody questions about anything. And now every time I move my mouse too quickly on my computer, I just get that whirligig lollipop, and I'm like, I'm just gonna walk away. You need a minute, computer?
Junk it.
You need a break? Throw it away.
I'm just giving up.
Do you remember the moment in which you realized that technology had kind of left you? I mean, you're a mom, Shereen.
You know what?
So.
I really think it happened when I became a mom.
Yeah.
I already wasn't the type who loved details and technology and like being in the weeds. I'm sort of like a big picture, I like to stay out of things.
That sounds like something someone would say when they've given up on trying to know stuff. And like, I'm just like a kind of a conceptual person. I like to see the big picture.
It's basically
like,
exactly what it is.
Like, I'm not a minutia. I don't live in the small things.
That's exactly what's happening. But then I became a mom. And then it was like, there's like children everywhere and poop and spit up and just like there's no sleep.
You're like, shove your iPad up your ass.
Yeah, man, literally it was like, it's over.
If you want a solid distraction from social media, poop everywhere is a pretty good one.
It's a good one.
I mean, because honestly, Facebook is just poop everywhere too.
That's so
Look
true.
at all this. It's just a bunch
You're
of
like,
poop.
listen, Geek Squad, can you change a diaper? Get over here. Fix my computer and
Yes.
my kid's butt.
Exactly.
That's amazing. See,
Yeah, Geek Squad's like, ooh, how do you make these? Ooh.
dirty.
We don't know how because we're nerds.
Like I'm pinpointing it to the time that I stopped knowing how to actually use technology is when I started getting too confused by where the hell file folders and it happened when I started working in corporate environments where you have people like, oh, just save it on the D drive or save it on the X or R drive or save it on I'm like, I'm just saving it on the freaking desktop. Yeah. That's what's going.
So I don't want to lose it.
Yeah, I don't know where the hell to find it again. Also, I don't even know what I named it anyway.
You want to know where it is? Recent files. Go to that one.
That's where I go to every
drop down menu. You'll find it.
If I haven't used it in like a couple weeks, then I probably don't need that shit.
I'm good.
You don't need it.
Like you don't need it at all.
I've obviously moved on.
So that's one quirk I have. I save everything on the desktop, which behind the scenes I couldn't log in to my radio station computer because they changed the login. Just to this complicated thing, my name. Oh, whoops. And so I logged in. The guy's like, did you have stuff on your other profile? Because CBS and Intercom merged right when I got hired at Intercom. And I said, oh, yeah, but I saved it on the desktop. And he's like, usually I'd say that's not a good idea. But I'm telling you, because it's going to make my job easier, I just got to highlight everything on your old profile and drag it over your new one. And he goes, where do you want me to put it? And I'm like, on the desktop. Bro. I want everything on the desktop. I don't know where anything goes. So on my laptop, which has the whirly lollipop all the time, I have everything. I'll save so many things on the desktop that I'll be like, where is everything? It all stacks up on one like icon, right? Mm-hmm. So then I'll have like 9,000 things and I have to drag
This sounds
them.
very
You
stressful.
just got to go into your Finder. You know what I
Okay,
mean?
don't even know what that
clearly
is.
Pat
Yeah,
is the
that's
one
not-
who has the organizational skills here.
Oh, okay, because I'm about to blow your mind, Shreen. You want to know when I gave up on technology? I was going to say it was when they started the cloud because I don't know what that is and it makes me feel old. All right, so Brian's seen this before, but Shreen, get a good long look and tell everybody how many emails I have to respond to. Up there in the corner, top right.
Oh my God.
All right,
What number is it? What number is it?
What's that number?
100,928 emails.
Yeah.
What was
right.
that again?
I love that facial
We got
expressions go with
Hold
Brian's
on.
sound effects.
What was that again, Shreen?
6 figures, baby. I cracked
Dude.
it.
How
That
do you
is
have
stressful.
100,000 unread emails?
100,000.
That would make me crazy.
I can't do it.
100,930. I'm not the organizational wizard of this place. I don't even care.
Is
I
that-
don't even care. So many people are waiting for responses from me, and I don't even care.
And you don't even care?
No, I don't even care.
I will never email you, Patrick.
Oh, you know what we're going to do right now? We're going to do this for Brad Nolan, who's out. By the way, Brad Nolan is out getting his lasered eyeballs checked out. Here we go. We're going to play this. Oh, that's not the one we want to do. This is it right here. Sorry, guys.
That was a good one, though.
It's the Brad Nolan game right here.
Oh, the Brad Nolan game.
The Brad Nolan game. Well, it's the Brad Nolan's. This is his thing. He likes to bring up a game show in the middle of the thing.
I like it.
Let's play. Who has the most unread emails besides Pat?
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm like, obviously he's
I
gonna
win.
Wait, really? Are we doing it?
Yeah, how many you got right now?
How many
What is
unread?
your-
0. I'm on it, baby.
Shut your yeah.
Are you serious?
I win this game.
How many bubbles do you have? How many red bubbles?
Red bubbles?
Yeah, like the little pop-up bubbles.
She's got
Okay,
0.
there's 2
You have
bubbles.
0 red bubbles.
On my emails?
No.
0.
No,
She
no,
has
no,
2.
not all together.
2
Okay.
total. 1 bubble, 2 bubbles.
No, that's
how I
insane.
count it.
That's on her entire screen. I've got 229 unread emails, 6 unread text messages. People get stressed out about
All right,
that.
so
I
can we
That's
also,
a lot, man.
Can we also agree that I win the popularity contest?
You're so important.
Yours are all spam, you dummy.
6 figures, baby. I've
That's a
never
lot.
deleted an email. Not
Wait,
once.
why?
Fake
What
news.
is wrong with you?
Because I don't care.
He had this. He had this.
I would go
If I
through
started
them.
now, it would take me forever.
If I didn't have children, I would help you with that.
He had this philosophy of if he never deleted an email, he could always find the email, which I totally understand
I have them
on the
all.
surface. But how do those not stress you out? Now, I know the one thing that I do that really drives people crazy. I'm for sure would drive you crazy. Unread text message bubbles.
yeah.
I currently have 6, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah, 6 is not bad.
But I've been up in the double digits. Once I was late to my former radio show, The Burt Show in Atlanta, and Burt decided to give my phone number out on the radio
that
to
is so
a
wrong.
nationally syndicated show.
He did it to me, too.
And I had about 900 text messages at one point in time to get to. So I slowly chipped away on those.
Very nice.
But also what I've realized is that I have my phone set to delete messages after 30 days. So if I don't get to it in 30
really?
days, that bubble gets smaller.
Later.
You should have taken all 900
really
of those people
interesting.
and put them on a group text.
So how did you
Should have done that.
how did you justify that in your mind? Like, did the guilt, like, do you not have any guilt around just being like, whoops, didn't read it, don't care, or do you and you just are over it?
No. I read it. Don't get me wrong. I read your text message. I leave read receipts on.
Okay.
So that you know, in your mind, you think you haven't read it. I haven't read it yet. I've
Yes.
read it. I just haven't replied yet.
Ooh, you're so crafty.
I play mind games.
Listen, at least I'm obvious about my hatred for people.
I don't like the read receipts, man. I'm like, you don't need to know when I look at this. That stresses
See,
me
but the
out.
thing is, once you train people to know you have your read receipts on, then you can never be held accountable for when people, you're like, I'll get back to it. You know, I got my read receipts on.
I haven't seen it.
And I never am going to.
None of your beeswax.
The Brian Moote Show.
And after
with
30
Brad
days,
Nolan.
it's over.
Bye! Pat is proud of weird things because he doesn't have a whole lot to be proud of.
Yeah, that's right.
Boom,
Brad
roasted!
Nolan's
I'll
dad
take
and
it.
a Harley rider. Brian Moote is scared of commitment and wears a seatbelt. The Brian Moote Show with Brad Nolan.
Scared of commitment, my ass, Brad Nolan. Brad Nolan is out, getting his eyeballs checked. I am in studio currently with Patrick Moote and Shreen Thor, the Shreen Thor, the one and only.
I like that. That was a good intro. It made me feel important for that hot second.
The one and only Shreen Thor.
You made me feel like your brother. That's it.
I know.
Thanks a lot,
You
Angel.
gotta come up with a stage name. What would be a good like radio stage name for Pat?
How about lightning?
I think Catastrophe. How about catastrophe?
Yeah,
we
party.
got the catastrophe in studio. He's got 100,000 unread
but
emails.
That makes it sound like I'm going to be
A catastrophe.
intense or something like that. And I'm not really that
like a
guy.
rock show.
What about
I think you're intense in a good way.
Party
like
Pat.
comedically intense. There's nothing wrong with that.
Pat.
Yeah, Party Pat.
Party Pat.
Oh, Party Pat's kind of fun. Hey.
Party Pat. Get in my
Alliterate.
Uber.
Do you have any like shots? Can we do some?
A little bit of alliteration.
Party Pat.
I'm feeling it. Everybody.
Yep.
So
everybody.
this
So
weekend, I'm going to Mexico, resort-style Mexico.
Ooh, that is exciting.
For the first time. Now, don't get me wrong. I've been to my kind of Mexico numerous times, which is Tijuana and Rosarito. I've been to those places. Those places where you're not sure what kind of show you're getting when you walk in. It's going to be weird. It's going to be memorable. That's for sure. I've had some epic fails in Mexico. Oof, boy. We had a friend one time. The first time I ever went to Tijuana, we walked into this strip club, gentleman's club. I shouldn't be rude.
Okay.
My buddy, at one point, one friend comes up and he goes like, "Hey, dude, they have Corey in handcuffs out on the street." And I was like, "They have Corey in handcuffs? How the hell did Corey get in handcuffs already? We just walked into the strip club like 15 minutes ago." And he's sitting out on the street in handcuffs. And I'm like, "Corey, what happened?" And this guy goes like, he was trying to buy Coke off us.
Oh.
And I was like, "Coke? We were 19. I'm like,
What is that?
Diet or regular?
Cocaine? Cocaine, the drug?
Even Party Pat doesn't know what it is.
Yeah.
We're in Tijuana for the first time, and you're trying to buy cocaine off somebody who's an undercover cop, mind you.
Whoops. That's the
Right.
worst person to try and buy cocaine, by the way. Just in case you guys are wondering.
Whoopsies. Whoopsies.
Wait a minute.
I bought the worst person to buy drugs off of is a cop. Words
They're all
to
like,
live
they
by.
get all serious.
They read your rights, tell you to shut up, remain silent. So we're sitting there, and I'm like, "Corey," I'm like, "I've never seen Coke." And he's like, "Me neither." As he's in handcuffs, he's all excited. He's like, "Me neither." That's why I asked the guy, when he asked me if I wanted to buy it, if I could see it. And the guy goes, "Yeah, I'll show it to you." They walk into a handicap stall, and there's like 3 officers in there, and they put him in handcuffs and arrest him. And he's like, "I wasn't trying to buy it. I was just trying to see it." And I was like, "Hey, you colossal jackass,
Yeah.
getting arrested for just wanting to see Coke is probably the best case scenario." Because if you walk into that stall and some drug dealers from the cartel, right, are like, yeah, we love it. All right, here's it. And they just open a briefcase with like giant sacks of Coke in it or something. You're like, "Oh, cool, looks good. Let me go tell my friend. They're going to kill you."
Yeah.
Like,
You know what? Honestly, let me see it just to make sure it's okay. And actually, now let me smell it really hard. Let me smell it hard.
like drug dealers aren't super breezy about just showing you the product.
Yeah.
Like you can't window shop.
smells
Nope.
like
There's
smells
no
like
window
Coke.
shopping.
They're notoriously buy or get out.
Yeah,
Wait, do you really know? Is this true? Do you know this?
What? That drug dealers don't let you window shop?
Yeah.
Yeah, my buddy was in. Well, come on. I mean, you really.
He doesn't really know this.
I don't really
But
know.
I like that you. I like
But I mean,
it. Like,
I'm just assuming.
Let me tell you, Shereen.
I love
it
that you
depends.
think that you assume I'm talking from a place of knowing anything about this. I know nothing.
Let me tell you, Shereen. It depends on what kind of drug dealer they are.
Okay.
You know, like what kind of operation are they?
Oh
running?
yeah,
Is it
Pat.
a
Why don't you tell
fancy
us?
one? Is
Pat,
it
why don't you
a-
tell us with your?
What I do have are a very particular set of skills.
Yeah, that's
See how I had to set that one up.
I
though.
just like to see it.
That sounded so creepy. I just want to see.
Obviously, I'm talking about drugs.
Wait,
Duh.
so no, Pat, you can't just go like. Okay, listen. If you're gonna buy in bulk from somebody, like you have to trust them.
You're gonna buy in bulk. You
I don't know
You're
how to
the
do
worst.
I never bought
Brian.
drugs in my
I don't know
life.
how to do it.
First, I'd like to see it. Then, I'd like to buy it in bulk. Do you have one case or two?
I have a Sam's
like-
Club card. Does that get me a discount?
oh my
Instead of
gosh.
getting like one big one, can I get it broken down to smaller ones so I can repurpose it for the streets?
No, but you can't you can't just
This
ask
is
some
good.
wonky dealer on the street to, hey, yeah, let me see all your
It's
Coke,
actually
just
really
in case,
funny.
just in case I want to buy it.
Just want to check it
Oh
out.
yeah, that's Coke. Nice, man.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, I thought it looked like that.
Catch you later.
Thanks, guys.
Let me go get my friends who have the money. And that was the funny part. Corey had like $20 on him.
Yeah.
So he's sitting on the curb, and we're like, he's like, oh yeah, he's going to jail. Unless, and the cop goes, unless, because it is Mexico, and it is Mexico, and guess what you can do in Mexico? let's play How Much to Get Your Friend Out of Jail.
Oh, shoot. Oh.
I mean, are we going U.S. or pesos? Because
Let's just do U.S. because
let's go US.
I can't break it down.
The conversion is awful.
Don't confuse me, guys.
Oh, I had a panic attack. Speaking of my trip to Mexico this weekend, the resort one I'll get to in a second. I had to book a shuttle from the airport to the hotel, and they converted it to pesos, and I'm too dumb to realize that's what they did. And I was like, 1,700? You can suck it. I will hitchhike.
he walked,
My girlfriend and I will be hitchhiking.
rode a donkey.
And she's like a 5'11" blonde. That's going to go well. There's no way that we hitchhike in Mexico and her parents don't get her ear mailed to them. All right, so let's go American dollars.
It's American dollars.
What do you think? What do you think the rate?
I know how much it costs.
Wow.
No, drugs or to get out of jail?
Get out of jail.
Yeah, what is it?
How do you know? Because of your story or because you have your own experience?
I spit on the sidewalk once. They're not big fans
You
of that.
spit on the sidewalk and got arrested in Mexico?
Oh, dude, they are big not fans of that. And it was
Really?
200 U.S. American dollars.
No.
Hold on.
Seriously?
In a
More
country
expensive than
where,
the lap dance that I got.
Yeah.
Wink,
in quotes.
wink.
In a country where also
God.
it's not illegal for a woman to have relations with a donkey, you got arrested for spitting on the sidewalk.
They don't like it.
Why do you
The
know
dirtiest
that?
city in the world, and
About
all
the
of a
donkey
sudden they
stuff?
don't.
So weird.
Everyone knows about the donkey stuff.
You've never heard about the donkey
Maybe
show?
I don't know about a lot of things.
I
About
bet
your true
kids
story.
even know about the donkey show.
Maya knows for sure.
Yeah, Maya's got the internet, right? She's got an iPad.
She knows everything.
Mom, you never heard of the donkey show? You're so lame.
You're so lame. And Daddy has a penis. Anyways.
Pat, so how the hell did you get arrested for spitting on the sidewalk?
Well, I had just thrown up.
Hold on. I got
I thrown
something.
up inside.
Hold on. I got something for you. This is new. I just loaded it in.
Yeah. There we
All right,
go.
Pat, tell us how you got arrested for spitting on a sidewalk.
All right, so here's the jam, kitty cats. I was
Don't do
that
that.
guy
Just-
who runs up with the whistle and the tequila gave me way too many whistle shots, and I ran into the bathroom and I puked, and I didn't want to look unclassy, so I
Right.
went outside, to spit out the residual puke. And so I was spitting just spitting up a storm out there, and this guy came over and he's like, turn around and walks me over to the wall, and he's like, I'm a federal ally, like I'm a police officer. You can't spit on the street. You're being cited for this, or you can go to jail. And I was like, well, can I see a citation? They didn't even give me one. They were just like, no, we're calling it a citation, but it's a $200 citation, or you go to jail tonight.
Oh.
So
I
it's
know.
$200.
Yeah, $200.
I think that's funny because we got off easier for a botched Coke.
Trying to look
I
at
was going
Coke.
to say like 100. Like I was
Yeah.
thinking more like $100.
A botched Coke show and tell is what we got.
In my head, I
Botched
remember myself.
Coke. That's a lot to say.
I remember myself being a real tough guy. Like, listen, officer, I don't have to pay your stupid thing. This is a shakedown. But on the outside, I think I was like quivering and crying with like snot dripping down my nose, like Blair Witch Project. And he was like, usually it's 80, 200. And I'm like, okay,
Whatever you need.
just don't let me go to
Here's what
jail.
happened with us. So the guy was like, I think he said probably $200. He was like $200, and he goes, $200. Your friend goes to jail, and my friend Eric goes, have fun in jail, Corey, and he started walking off.
You haggled with him.
And I looked panicked, and
You're
I was
like,
like, I don't have any cash. I didn't bring any cash because I was told not to bring cash to this country.
Right.
And the guy was like, whoa, let's not overreact. And the guy goes, what about that watch?
Stop.
And my friend Eric had to give him a titanium fossil watch.
Wow.
That's what got him out of jail.
So it was a stupid watch?
You know what?
Titanium fossil watch.
On the upside, fossil is completely irrelevant now. So,
How much does that usually cost?
Hold on.
Enjoy your
Shane.
watch,
Hold on.
dork.
Stop with your fossils irrelevant now.
The Brian Moote Show with Brad Nolan. Here we have Brian Moote
This better not get me in trouble with my girlfriend.
and Brad Nolan.
No, my wife wants to flip the swinger switch.
Just two boys without man buns.
Though I would have a man bun if I could.
Would you?
In a second, I do.
God,
Really?
that would you look like a bad guy from like a terrorist from like an 80s movie. Like the receding hairline man bun.
Would it be? I want to say Bond because that's the only one I read, but it would definitely be like a B-list movie.
It's something Under Siege, perhaps.
The Scorn Ultimatum.
Yeah.
Okay.
The scorn.
See, that little
ultimatum. I
thing
like
said,
that.
my
Dad
wife
joke.
wants to switch the swinger. It didn't say in
Flip-
10 years. It didn't
No, you're right. See, so one time we've already covered this in the podcast. Brad was texting Shireen.
Heart
and
face emojis.
Heart face emojis. And I'm
I
like,
was
that's
like,
how Brad texts. And she's like, but don't him and his wife want to be swingers? And I was like, yeah, but it says in 10 years, Shireen. I think it's now. So
Maybe.
There it is. Bam.
if you ever get heart face emoji with the
Eggplants.
eggplant, then you're good. All right.
Then I'll know.
I'm Brian Moote. Brad Nolan is out today. He's getting his eyeballs checked. In with me right now, Patrick Moote, and the one and only Shireen Thor. You get the DJ horn today.
That's really exciting.
So we were talking about Mexico in the last segment, and how we found out that, in fact, Patrick says you can window shop when it comes to drugs, and you get in trouble for spitting on the street.
Good to know. Thank you, guys.
Hate that.
I'm making my first resort trip to Mexico this weekend with my girlfriend, and I want to set an over-under on this one too. Because we'll play a game about it, because this happens to me every time I go on trips with her. And I know what's going to happen because this is all inclusive.
Oh my
Cabo
God.
San Lucas.
I was going to ask. That's the best. It's
I'm in
the
big.
best.
Yeah.
I am in big trouble. It's all inclusive, and I know for a fact that I'm getting too hammered on Friday night, and there will be no sexual activity happening. So let's play a game.
I'll take the under. I'll take the under, and we haven't even set the odds yet.
You think it's going to be under? You think I say the over-under is going to be Saturday at noon
Oh, I'm going over
for
that.
sexual activity.
Going over that.
I think over too.
You think you think I get
going.
too drunk on Friday?
Keep going.
Yeah. And then you sleep in Saturday morning, and then you go to the pool
Okay.
for a little bit, and then you have some.
3 o'clock Saturday. 3 o'clock Saturday. Do my girlfriend and I have relations sexually?
Over. I'm going to go over.
I think
I'm
over,
going
too.
way
Damn,
over. I'm
really?
going way
3
over.
o'clock on Saturday.
I mean, if you already know you're gonna get so sloshed on Friday, like you're kind of killing the sexual odds here.
If Vegas was to make these odds, they would have put it at 5 p.m. and that would have been a liberal one. Where then the sharps would have pushed the line to like 7 p.m.
That's right.
Shoot.
That's the over under.
Man.
You've never
Okay,
been
hold
to
on.
these places.
No, never been to this
You're
place.
gonna go
Now-
eat a great dinner. You're gonna come home and then you're gonna bang. It's gonna be after.
No,
Yeah.
no. So
it's an
gonna,
after dinner bang.
Exactly.
Here, so you think on Saturday?
At night, exactly.
Shoot, man. Okay,
Saturday
let's
night.
go 8 o'clock Saturday, 8 p.m. Saturday.
Okay.
Now you just got to think what time we're going to eat at.
Yeah, basically.
And the wild card of me, drinks at dinner, drinks at the
See.
pool. Guess what happens?
Your guys' day is gonna go
you're-
slow.
What if
It's
you
a-
don't ever have sex on this entire weekend?
That also could be taking the over on.
Ugh.
And
Gosh.
okay, also you have to
Stresses
be
me out.
completely candid and tell us like even trying to have sex and failing does not count.
Wow, that's happened numerous times.
So if it's not responding, if the puppet strings are cut and you can't make a dance,
it responds.
that
No,
doesn't count.
let's not over. It
You're
responds.
like, let's not get crazy.
It responds. My physiological response is fine. Now, what happens is the command center up top checks out pretty quickly.
You're like,
so
yeah, I'm
I have
tired.
fallen asleep during sex probably 25 times.
Stop it, Brian.
I'm not
This
even
is
kidding
terrible.
you. To the point at which my girlfriend's like, I don't even take it personal anymore.
Yeah, he's so good at it. It's like second nature. Autopilot, babe.
Sorry, it happens.
Okay, so, is there a world in which you don't drink Friday night? Or maybe just a
No,
little?
I'm going to be on an airplane on Friday.
Just a little?
No.
Do you have to get
no.
sloshed?
I got
Yes.
upgraded to first class on my flight out there. Boom, I'm getting off the plane roasted.
Yeah.
So where do you think this is
Boom
landing?
roasted. Not
Okay,
getting
over
hammered
under.
in first class is like a slap in the face to poor
Yeah,
people.
of course.
It is.
To all
Really,
people.
you're just
Drink.
doing a service
Yeah, yeah.
to
Drink,
the
you fool.
impoverished.
All right, so
Yeah.
we got to, seriously, we got to set the over-under here because next week on the show, we're going to find out who's
All right.
right. All right, so
Okay.
I'm setting it at 8 p.m. Saturday is the
Over.
over-under. You're going over,
We're going over.
Pat.
I'm going over.
Okay, Sunday morning, 10 a.m.
No, see, I would say
Under.
I think if you go, see, here's the thing. I think if you take the over on 8 o'clock Saturday, you just got to take I don't get it, the entire trip because we're leaving at 4 o'clock on Sunday to come back to L.A.
Is this what he thinks? I mean, shouldn't you be upset about this scenario?
I'm furious that you guys think it's going to be that late, but I'm just logically saying if
Well,
you bet the over on Saturday
I, mean,
night.
I guess if you eat early on Saturday, like 5 p.m. dinner, maybe 6 p.m.,
Hell
then
no.
it could be.
Your days-
but 8 p.m., I don't know. I
You
still
guys-
think possibly over.
I know how you guys work. You're gonna pull the blinds. You're not even gonna get out of bed until I'm like even like I'll take the under on getting in the pool in general. Like I don't even think you guys are getting in the pool.
No, you take the over
You
on
guys
that.
are gonna watch like Homeward Bound and
I mean,
Great Wall
I guess-
and order Domino's,
Yeah,
drink
right?
mimosas.
That is so true, man. I don't have any. I want to call you wrong on all this, but that's all completely
That
true.
was Mexico. Felt a lot like Atlanta. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, you could have morning sex on Saturday.
I mean, we're really not good in our 30s at muscling through that hangover.
Then I'm totally over.
I'm telling you, it's post-dinner sex. It's just a matter of when they go to dinner.
Exactly.
Maybe that's what we should bet on. What time do they go to dinner? I'm going to take. I'm going to say over 8. I think they're going to dinner at like 8:30. So I think they're going to have sex at like 10:30. This is I'm speculating on when you're going to bang.
Pretty late.
I
think they're going to dinner
start
at 6:30 or 7, but I still think you won't get back and be done.
You should watch these heathens get out of bed on the weekend. Yeah, it takes them hours.
My girlfriend. If you believe in previous lives, my girlfriend was a lion.
She was a hot
She was a
sloth.
lion, she was an animal that sleeps 23 hours a day. That's all. Like, if you ask her dream day, it's not even leaving to bed. It's laying in bed all day. Like, she loves those days.
And not even sleeping, but like lounging. I respect it. She's like in the most comfortable PJs and like just totally got like a cheese board and like some champagne. And she's like, this is baller.
And I'm so anti-pants that I got to get out of bed immediately. Oh, my God, I got to get out of bed immediately.
I kind of thought you'd be a lounger.
No, God, I get like so nervous. I'm like, what's happening on Twitter? What has Trump said? What has Trump done? I got to know the
Rocket
world is
emojis.
Jess will think they're just chilling on the couch, and then pretty soon Brian will have invited like 10 people.
Oh, I do that. I am notorious.
Oh, dude,
I'll tell her,
you.
she'll be like, "Oh, hey, Pat," and I'm like, "Did Brian not? You didn't tell her I'm coming over?"
Is that not something your husband does?
She's like wearing a white
Oh my God,
beater, and I
never.
can see her boobs through.
Right? See, this is why it's a problem.
She was not prepared for this.
She's got some great boobs, though.
Well, that's
I mean,
fabulous.
I can
I'm
tell
very
you
happy for her and for Pat because apparently he's
Happy for
seen
both
them.
of us.
I'm so mad at you for her right now.
Yeah.
Okay, so no, Kenny
You
would
said
never do
bagel
this to me.
sandwiches.
In fact, in our relationship, Kenny is better at checking in with me for plans than I am.
Oh, wow. I'm so bad at it. She gets so mad at me, and it's not even that hard a thing to do to let her know. And I'll just go, like it'll be Saturday morning at 10:30, and then we got some champagne and some mimosas out. We order bagel sandwiches. I'm like, hey, so-and-so's stopping by, so-and-so's stopping by, so-and-so's stopping by. And she's like, why? And I'm like, well, because they all invited us to go out with them, and I know you don't want to leave. Judging
So
by
they're
the
coming over.
sweatpants and the white beater, so they're coming over.
He invites me over
Dude,
so much now. She's
Brian.
got to the point where I come over and she's like, "Oh," and then looks at me and she's like, "Oh, it's just you." I'm like, yeah, that's right.
It's just Pat.
It's just Party Pat in his
All right.
house.
So
In his house.
before we get out today, we were gonna talk about the marathon and Pat's epic run, but I think we'll save that.
I'm a beast, baby.
We'll save that. We'll save Pat's epic athletic adventures for the next episode. So what is the over-under? The over-under is you're thinking after dinner on Saturday.
Yes.
Pat, are you taking the no for the whole weekend? Why? The only wild card is this. Only wild card is we have a private shuttle out to the resort, and I'll only be a few vodka sodas in.
So you think you could do it on the shuttle?
Huh.
Oh, that's kind
No.
of interesting.
You know what?
No, but
Honestly,
you know what?
if we're
No.
going
Not
the
happen.
first time,
We're both like
There's gonna
almost
be
6.
other people on the shuttle. Like, what are these creeps doing?
Also, we're both like she's 5'11" and I'm 6'4", and they ain't no way. Like when we started dating, I had to just kind of like reconcile the fact that I'll never join the Mile High Club because I barely fit in a plain bathroom myself.
It's
and
never gonna happen.
She's tall.
You know,
guys
me
get
and Kenny
Too many
just
limbs. The Mile High Club.
We just joined.
Shut up. Hold
Yeah.
on. What
Yes.
happened?
We went to a wedding in Denver, Colorado. We were so excited to be away from the kids for like a whole friggin' weekend, and we totally had sex in the bathroom.
On the plane?
Yes.
What?
oh my God. Okay,
Yes.
so can I tell you something?
Yes.
Just having sex in Denver is joining the Mile High Club. You didn't even have to do it on the plane.
You the double Mile High Club.
What? We're
You guys-
amazing.
Wild.
You get credit for a threesome if you
Yeah,
do
that
it
is.
on a Denver airplane.
There it is.
Wait, so what flight? Like how
2
did
Mile High.
was there too many people in there? What time of day? And so many things I know. How did you set it up? You had to
know,
set a diversion.
He made a funny, offlandish comment, but there's truth in jest, as my man
So do we
Eminem
kinda,
says.
Want to bang in the bathroom?
He was like, ah, and he was, of course, like, she would never do that.
Like she, yeah, and you kind of like you got annoyed by you don't. Oh, you think
You don't
know?
think
You
what
think
you
know?
don't what do you psh. So I was like, well, no, seriously, let's do it. And that's actually always what happens. Like he doesn't think something's going to happen, and then I'm like, no, seriously, go. And then it takes like some convincing. Like I had to convince him that I was serious. This part is annoying to me, but anyway. So then I was like, go to the bathroom, go, and he went. And
Then you went in after him.
then I got up and I went to the bathroom, and then like the lady was there. So I was like, haha, just kidding.
know how we're
And
not
I came
doing
and I
this.
sat back down. There it is. Give me that good music. Okay.
Then says sex in a bathroom like porn music.
And then the lady went away, and he got out of the bathroom and came and sat down, and I said, I'm going to the bathroom. Follow me. So I went in the bathroom, and he's like, are you serious? Anyway. And then we totally sexed, but we made it quick.
Sexed?
Like
You gotta make it quick.
Yeah, we were like, all right, let's do this. Like
Yeah,
we're
because
not.
you can't have a line outside.
Can't have a line outside.
Actually, you know what? You can. If I was waiting outside and two people came in the bathroom, I'd just be like, yeah,
Yes.
buddy.
Oh, and what are you
I'd be
gonna
like?
What are you gonna like crash the plane right now? Just like emergency landing. These two people are having fun.
But also, you guys are unique. Like not everybody's down for that.
That's unbelievable. I'm knocking things over. Oh my God. I was trying to hit buttons.
You're listening to The Brian Moote Show.
There's too many things happening right now. We gotta go.
What do I do with my hands?
The Brian Moote Show with Brad Nolan.
You're cool. And you, I'm out.
I can't believe it.
That Gerald is presenting the quarterly budget report with finger puppets?
Look, here comes a 1.7% decrease in fixed overhead. Hello, everybody.
No, I can't believe how easy it was to save hundreds of dollars on my car insurance with Geico.
Who are you? The projected increase in organic Q3 revenue. Hooray!
Believe it, Geico could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Heads up, denim lovers. Old Navy's biggest denim sale ever is here. All jeans are on sale up to 60% off. Styles start at just $12 for adults, $8 for kids. Plus, this Saturday and Sunday only, don't miss the Jean a Day giveaway. Want a free pair of Old Navy's all-new jeans? Stop in for your chance to win and for up to 60% off all jeans. Now at Old Navy. Valid 9/16 to 9/24. Excludes in-store clearance. 5 per day per store. Select styles. Jean giveaway in stores only. See stores for details.